some college basketball. Now, early in the season, I don't have a lot of systems that are triggered at all. And in my opinion, college basketball is probably the one sport where the live odds page makes a difference, where the sharps really have an advantage. There's far too many games on the docket for the books to have a really good opinion on what the line should be. Obviously, they do as good a job as they can, but a lot of sharps do really well on college basketball. It's the reason a lot of books don't even offer college basketball. I have a couple of books that I use. They don't even offer college basketball. Excuse me here. Excuse me. They don't even offer college basketball because they get hammered by sharps. So I haven't put out any college basketball so far. We're going to wait for the systems to populate and get some games under our belt before we dive into the college basketball season. But after the games last night, I decided to look at the live odds page and found some really interesting things that I think we may be able to carry forward. And so I checked each game, and I want to go over each game briefly. I don't want to take forever on this. I know I've said that before, and we go on for 3 hours, but I want to show you a few things. So here's the first one is a Buffalo Michigan game, and what I look at it are the bet signals. If you look at here, you see lots of Buffalo signals, and you see lots of overs. There's an under here, an under there, lots of overs here, and Buffaloes here. This would be, maybe an average kind of play. This doesn't scream at you simply because we do have some under signals here, and we do have a late Michigan signal. But for the most part, that would be a Buffalo. You see all the green Buffalo here. And Buffalo was getting 13 points. They covered. They won. They lost by 12. The game went over the total. That's kind of an average kind of a play. You could make a case, with the other signals on, Michigan here and an under down here. So that doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. But if you told me to have an opinion on this game, I would definitely take Buffalo and the over. Let's look at this William and Mary Wake Forest game. You see under, all unders. I think it's safe to say that the under would probably not be a bad play based on all of these signals. And they scored 136 on a 139 at one under. Okay, here's another one. Robert Morris in Central Florida, 3 unders. Not as many as the others, but it's got 3 unders. A reverse line move. I like reverse line movements. Means the public is on one side, the money is on the other side. You see this one comfortably under and went 128 on a 140. It's another winner, a game that covered. Lehigh Rutgers. You see 4 unders. There is an over there. This game went to overtime, I believe. And it did. It went to overtime, and it squeaked over the total in overtime. Florida A&M, Kansas State. I have this one marked. Lots of under. I mean, that's just a straight underplay. Right? All these unders. And they scored 124 on a 129.5. That went under. North Florida, Texas A&M. Unders. Under. There's one straight over here. All unders here. The green means it's coming from a profitable book. The under, North Florida, Texas A&M, they scored 110, comfortably under the 140. Bama State, Vanderbilt, they scored 163. You see 3 over systems there, obviously, or signals. That went over comfortably. Youngstown State, Penn State. Couple of unders. A couple. It's not as strong as the others. They just have a couple, and that went under comfortably. They scored 134 on a 147, 148. Detroit, Wyoming, all unders. Boom, boom, boom. Unders. They scored 132 on a 152, went way under. Unders. Penn, Florida State, at Florida State, all unders. They went soaring over 175. So a loser. And the last one, Alcorn State, Seattle, they scored 135. You see the overs. They didn't get there. That one lost also. It's nice to see some losers. I want to imply that this is, magic. But you could see where a lot of these games, if you look at these signals, especially early in the season, how do you know what a team's going to do? I mean, like I said, with the transfer portal, in college basketball, it doesn't take more than a play or two to change your fortunes. And uh, early in the season, who knows how these teams are going to perform? There's not a lot to go on because they haven't played yet. But there are people out there with information and knowledge, and they specialize in college basketball. There are people that sharps all they do is they play college basketball, and some of them target specific smaller conferences because that's where they find their biggest edges. You see some of these games, North Florida's playing, Detroit, Wyoming, um, Robert Morris, UCF. Um, they target these college basketball games. So early in the season, um, these sharps hit certain games. You can see by the signals I just showed you um, how good that they could be. This is, let's go to today. Sorry, Air Force went under. They might be back on our team trend under list. Those of you that have been with me for a while, I think it was 2-3 years ago. We were hitting the Air Force first half unders every game, and they damn near went under every single game. It was incredible. Then they kind of flattened out for a few years, so we got off of it. But we made a lot of good money on Air Force under. So let's real quick. Let's go through. I have not looked at these at all, by the way. So let's go through today's games and see if anything kind of sticks out. Under. Here we go. So Vermont, Northern Iowa, under. Write that down. Okay, Vermont, Northern Iowa seems to be an underplay. It's dropped already. So that would be certainly one to look at. There's an over. G-Dub and Maryland. I'm going to put that down as an over. See, that line is soared up to 142. Sacred Heart Providence, not really. IUPUI Evansville. A mixed bag. There's some unders. There's an over, reverse line movement over. That would be one I'm not interested in. South Carolina State College of Charleston. OBJ's headed to the Rams. Okay. South Carolina State Charleston is an over. SC State Charleston. And we'll track these, see how they do. Merrimack, New Jersey Institute of Technology. Couple unders. And we'll just write that down. And this one is nothing. McNeese and TCU. Some unders right there. McNeese, TCU under. And UC Riverside, Arizona State. Overs, mostly overs. There is an under that snuck in there. And, you could, and the line dropped. And then you have bets on the under, money on the over. That's a game that's just some really conflicting information there. Really wouldn't want to get involved there. Kennesaw State and Creighton, nothing. Fullerton State, San Jose State. Got under, over. Mixed bag there. Northern Arizona and Washington. One on Northern Arizona. Kind of like them a little bit, but one on Northern Arizona. Prairie View, San Francisco, just overs. So I would absolutely look at that one also. So I have 6 games written down as of right now that look to be plays, and they are the Vermont game, the George Washington game. I know some of you South Carolina State games. Some of you have Bet Labs, and I know April. I know you do. McNeese State and Prairie View. So these are 6 games I think we could just target. If you want to put a little something on there for some action tonight, maybe a quarter of a unit or half a unit. I don't think you'll get hurt tonight. I think you probably will make some money. I would think these will go 4-2. I want to kind of watch this one more day, just so it's not a fluky kind of a thing. I've done it before. I truly believe in college basketball has a lot of sharps involved and line moves, bad signals. I think they are relevant. So let's watch these 6 games tonight. If you want to bet on them, you could for a little action just for kicks. You want to put a quarter of a unit down just to have some skin in the game. Nothing wrong with that. I'll probably do that. They're not going to be official plays. I'm not going to officially release these as basketball plays, but let's take a look at these and see how they do. All right, so that's briefly what I wanted to show you on the college basketball live odds page. And if if this looks like it's something worthwhile going forward, I'll certainly add some of these plays to the playlist. We're going to have a lot of nice plays this year with the Platinum systems. You guys know about the 3-ball pace system and all the other stuff that I've shown in the Platinum video. And those of you that have been with me for years, you've seen us use these and make some nice money on them. So this is just one more tool in the toolbox to use to find some plays, to find some profits, and we'll see how they go. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. We'll talk soon.